Right now on Capitol Hill, a controversial issue is being played out. Take a look at some live pictures here. Secretary of Defense Robert Gates announcing today his full support for repealing the ban on gays openly serving in the U.S. military. That's the policy known as Don't Ask, Don't Tell. These are pictures from the Senate Armed Services Committee. Secretary Gates is announcing a year-long study on the best way to end the ban. He's announcing that the Department of Defense General Counsel Jay Johnson, and General Carter Ham, who is the commander of U.S. Army Europe, they'll be serving as co-chairs of this study. The policy has been in place since 1993 when Bill Clinton signed it into law. In all, close to 11,000 troops have been discharged under this law. Fair and balanced debate now with Democratic Congresswoman Chellie Pingree of Maine. She is in favor of repealing the ban. And Republican Congressman Duncan of California is here as well. He's in favor of keeping Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Both are members of the House Armed Services Committee. Congresswoman, first I want to go to you. Secretary Gates has made it clear today that he is supportive of repealing this ban. But what is not clear is really when it's going to happen. It's not going to happen tomorrow. He's talking about at least 1 year as they study it. Your thoughts on the timeline?
Yeah, well, first thing is it's law. He can't repeal anything unless he has the votes in Congress. So he can talk about repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell, but the law enacted by a Democrat Congress in 1993 makes that the law. No homosexuals in the military. Ike Skelton, chairman of the Armed Services Committee, Democrat, said he's not going to hold full hearings on this. Frankly, I'm kind of angry that Secretary Gates is devoting an hour to this when we have not had an open hearing, an actual full hearing with him on roadside bombs, the #1 killer of soldiers, Marines, and sailors in Afghanistan. But we're going to talk about Don't Ask, Don't Tell for an hour, but we're not going to have a roadside bomb hearing with Secretary Gates. His priorities are out of whack, and I think Congress's are too.
But Congressman, I want to stay with you for a second. Hasn't he been directed by the president to look into this? So that's his job?
He has. Well, I mean, yeah, and that just means to me that the administration's priorities are out of whack. When you have the economy the way it is, the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and now we're going to be talking about Don't Ask, Don't Tell, this diverts us from doing what we should be doing. That's fixing the American economy, getting jobs back to the American workers, and winning the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, not a social experimentation from this liberal ideology, making the military the social petri dish to see how we're going to have combat with homosexual and transgenders. I just think that's the wrong way to do it.
Congresswoman Pingree, I know you want to respond to that. I mean, this also, as we look forward, will be a complex study because it deals with all issues, including what the barracks would look like and would the domestic partners of these troops be cared for. Your thoughts?
Well, frankly, I just hope the study doesn't take too long. Representative Hunter and I serve on the Armed Services Committee. We've been to Iraq and Afghanistan together, and I have a lot of respect for his service in the military, but I completely disagree. I think our military is ready for this. As you said, 11,000 people have already been discharged. We've lost a lot of people with very valuable skills, and a lot of people choose not to go into the military. I think our young soldiers today are ready for combat. They're ready to serve together. They're way beyond this. This is old-fashioned thinking. I applaud the president and Secretary Gates for moving forward. I look forward to repealing the ban and really getting on with the work that we have to do in the military today. We need every soldier we can get. We need to support everyone who chooses to serve. I think we're long beyond ready to repeal this ban, and I hope we move forward quickly.
You may feel that way, Congresswoman. I just want to stay with her for a moment because there are questions about whether there is enough support, particularly in the House. The latest count was that there were 187 votes. You need 218. Will you have enough to pass it?
Let's just be clear. That's 187 people who have signed on as co-sponsors of the bill. I mean, we haven't even really put a bill on the floor. We haven't heard from our constituents around this. I just think we're ready to do it, and I'm looking forward to moving this bill forward. I'm very pleased they're having a hearing in the Senate today.
Congresswoman Pingree and Congressman Hunter, I'm sorry we're going to have to leave it there. We thank you both. We'll continue to watch this hearing as it plays out with the Secretary. Bring our viewers any headlines as they come.